Trying to get some final things done. I tried to start the car up again, but it didn't start. Sucks. I think this battery is toast. Just letting it just sit around like that, it's not good for it. Let's see if I can get another battery. I'm thinking of getting what's that battery? A Odyssey battery for this, if I can find one. Yeah, so let's see if I can charge it real quick so I can start up. I'm worried about the O2 sensor and the tapping of the valves. I heard it's kind of normal when you first start the car up. So, oh, that's not good. The coolant level went down. I mean, it's full. I checked this; it's full. So maybe that's. I mean, it's supposed to be in between high and low, so that's fine. But so I went and I zip tied the O2 sensor here, and I unwound it a little bit so it's less twisted. So hopefully that'll be better. I'm thinking that maybe the some of the stuff in the exhaust, burning up in the exhaust, the O2 sensor didn't like it. I don't know. Maybe I have to get a new O2 sensor. Maybe I got another one lying around somewhere. Anyway, but yeah. So I got my monster jack out here. This is my SUV jack, and this is the highest I can jack this bad boy up. So we'll get working underneath it. Hopefully it's secure. Yeah, it is. Well, I got jack stands and I have ramps, so, and the chock. So I'm like super protected. If it were to fall, it would fall on the ramps and then it wouldn't hurt me. So yeah. So I'm gonna try to drill out that hole. I'm gonna try to drill out that busted bolt today if I can. I might not have time, but yeah, I've just kind of been dragging ass today. Bolt extraction tools and left-hand drill bits here. I'm gonna try to drill it out with the quarter maybe or something. Hopefully one of these left-hand bits will grab it and pull it out, but I doubt it. So here goes. All right. So when last we met, I got that little Dremel bit and I kind of elongated that hole that somebody had drilled, but it was off center, and I made it centered. So I'm just gonna start drilling it. Oh yeah, I have to get my punch too, make sure I get it in the center. But I don't think I should have any problem. So I'm just gonna try to punch right through it. So there it goes. So I've drilled it about a good 1/4 inch already, and I'm trying to get it out with the bolt extractor now. It's not coming out. It's good. So I think this is going to be one of those drill and re-tap kind of dealies, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't know, it's probably sheared in there, welded in there, something. Well, that sucks. I know, right? Alright, I might try to work this a little bit more. It hurts my hand. I'm putting quite a bit of force on it. I'm using fucking like a long wrench, 10 mil. And it won't budge, so maybe I could use an impact gun. Yeah, actually that's a good idea. It's really in there. It's really biting in there good hard. Alright. I haven't drilled it all the way through yet though. It's quite deep, but it's not coming out the other end. I know that because I can't feel anything out the other end. So I managed to drill straight through it. I didn't get it quite in the center. It's a little bit off a little bit. I can see some of the threads in there. Kind of sucks, but I don't know, maybe I have to helicoil it, I'm not sure, but I'm gonna try to go up a drill bit and see if we can get it out. It's very stubborn, doesn't want to get out. Or maybe I can just get a screwdriver and yeah, I'm gonna try a screwdriver first, see if I can make it collapse. What a pain in the ass. Alright, HadesOmega here. So supposedly this is probably going to be the last day I'm going to work. Well, not quite, but I'm going to get it on. I'm going to do a road test today. So so there it is. So since the last video, I got a new battery. That I think it was what kind of battery was it? It was something a premium start or something. It was from O'Reilly's. So since then I went to Costco and I got a battery. It's It's a 51R, a Group 51R. The one that I used before, I apologize for the sound, I don't know what the hell they're doing here, but I mean the noise. Man, there's just spiders all over this car. Look at that, there's one daddy long leg just hanging out there. Yeah, anyway, it's a Costco battery. I got it for 70 bucks. Can you believe it? That was cheap. I don't know. Not long ago, most of the batteries were like 100 bucks. So I don't know. Maybe the price in lead went down or something. But batteries are cheaper now for some reason. Anyway, it's got a 42-month free replacement, and it's Costco. The warrant, like, you know, they don't even care. You just bring the battery back, and they'll give you, you know, they'll reimburse you, no questions asked, and then you buy another battery. So I mean that's why I buy batteries at Costco. Costco recently, not recently, I don't know, within the last couple of years they went with Interstate batteries instead of Kirkland. It's probably even the same battery. Interstate probably makes the Kirkland batteries, so maybe they just, you know, it's the same battery. It's got a different sticker now. But yeah, some Interstate batteries are green and white, and I didn't like that because everything is, you can see most of everything in this engine bay is black except for that valve cover. So so the battery's black, so that was cool. Anyway, the other battery, the stock battery, I mean the battery that was installed on this before, is definitely not stock. I think this is like a Honda battery or something, but it was a Group 51. The red was here and the black was here. I could have just flopped the battery around, but I think it was better like this. So what I wound up doing is I wound up crisscrossing the wires here, which is okay, I guess. The battery's not going nowhere. It's pretty secure, and it fit perfectly. So that's good. I was hoping I could use some fancy battery that's not like a maintenance-free battery, but I don't know. I'm just gonna have to make sure. Yeah, I can't. There's not even room to put a battery mat on this thing to like soak up the acid and stuff. So I hate these lead acid batteries. At least the ones that aren't sealed. Yeah. Anyway, so it's got a good battery now. It's 500 cold cranking amps. It's a Group 51R. And yeah, and then the black one, the black wires over there, they're a little tighter now, but it should be okay. And I put a little red donut on the positive here. So that's that. So I fixed the battery problem. So yeah, the battery was just done. It was 4 years old. That's about how long it lasts. If you take good care of a battery, it should last about like 5 years, you know, if you take good care of it. Apparently I didn't take good care of it because I let it sit for a long time. I cranked the shit out of it when I blew the engine up. So yeah, so I think that'll be it for now. So the next agenda is I got to get that Crossmember installed. I'll go under there and show you my handiwork. I did get it fixed, but I don't know if it's gonna hold 55 foot-pounds of torque. So I rode my motorcycle today. It's not the nicest of days to ride. It's kind of windy, but it's supposed to be cloudy today. But here's some interesting things I have with me. I have a Duralast as an AutoZone power steering rack boot here, or rack and pinion boot. Can you believe it? They just give you zip ties. There's a zip tie it onto the rack. But yeah, so that boot in that one car is bad, and I have to replace it. I'll show you what it looks like later, but that's not on my #1 priority list today. It's just to get the car driving. I got a permacoil. I actually have the helicoil. I actually have the kit to replace the bad threads on that Crossmember. So if the Crossmember will not hold 55 foot-pounds, this is what we're gonna have to go with to repair it, which is okay. Yeah. So, and they got a cup holder for Galant VR4. Somebody was selling one on the forums. I bought it for like 15 bucks. Not a bad deal. And I realized, oh man, it's a pain in the ass having to move these. It's a pain in the ass having to move these. This torque wrench between my house, because I use this torque wrench a lot. I use it on my motorcycle, I use it on my car, and so I decided I'm gonna go buy another torque wrench. So wound up buying a Harbor Freight torque wrench and adapters for it. So it was only 20 bucks. I think the last one I bought was made was a Pit Boys one, and I've had it for more than 10 years. And I'd imagine it's probably not super accurate anymore, but it's lasted me a long time, and I'm sure it's, you know, for doing the heavier stuff, it will work out fine. The finer stuff, I'm not so sure about that. But this is a Harbor Freight one. I never used a Harbor Freight one. They got pretty good reviews. It looks pretty much the same as my Pet Boys one, and I got it like an adapter so I can use different sockets with it. I mainly use 3/8 with it. Yeah, it's a 1/2 inch. You should probably use a 1/2 inch. It'll be more accurate, you know. As much as possible, you should not use any kind of adapter with your torque wrench. I am tempted to buy one of those digital beeping ones that you use with any ratchet, so I might get one of those. They're cheap enough. They're like they were 25 bucks the last time I saw at Harbor Freight, so I might pick one of those up just to give it a try. So what it does is you set the torque. There's a little like buttons and stuff, and it's all digital. You want 25 foot-pounds, you put 25 foot-pounds in, and then you put it on a wrench, and then you torque it, and then you see like a light go off, and it'll start beeping when it gets close to the torque wrench. But I just went with the good old clicker type here. Good old clicker type, 1/2 inch. This will do most of everything you need to do. It goes from 10 foot-pounds, which I don't recommend using, but you could, to 150 foot-pounds. So it's quite a bit of range there. That's why I like the 1/2 inch the best. 1/2 inch will do most everything for you, you know. Even I would say down to like 15 foot-pounds is where I feel comfortable. Like, you know, this is pretty accurate. You know, under 15 foot-pounds, like I've done like 8 maybe, you know, but like it's not. I don't think it would be very accurate. That's why I bought that 1/4 inch one. So anyway, 55 foot-pounds with the Crossmember's got to go on. Here's that Crossmember. Well, it looks like it's been rubbing up on something. Anyway, I'm gonna show you my handiwork here. Oh, careful! There's lots of spiders under here. So here's the bolt that I fixed. You can see there's metal shavings all over the place here. So it's pretty loose. It's not supposed to be that loose. See, look at this. And look at that. Not good, right? So I'm hoping it'll hold 55 foot-pounds. If it doesn't, I'm gonna have to Healy coil it, which won't be too bad. But anyway, so here's what I'm working with there. See, it's kind of hard to see. I had to rethread it. I mean, I had to run a tap through it. You can see right here, it's the threads are drilled through. Unfortunately, I didn't get it quite in the center, so I messed up some of the threads right there-ish. So a portion of the threads are missing. So if it's no bueno, we're just gonna have to Healy coil it, which I think will work out pretty good too. So we'll see. If it holds 55, then that's fine. If not, I'm gonna go drill it and Healy coil it. Also, another issue is this boot is torn right here. Look at that. It's one thing after another with this car. I'm telling you. Sorry, you can't see it very well. There you go. It's torn. Now, I heard it's not a big deal. It's not the end of the world if you tear a boot like that, because really what holds this stuff in, the power steering fluid is are seals. So the boots are kind of like the boots on a dirt bike. So hopefully I got the right ones. Oh, I see this one's already been replaced, because one of these is metal and the other one is held on by a zip tie. So what the hell? Yo. But it's gonna take some work to get it out. I have to take the tie rods out and everything. It's a pain in the ass, so I don't know if I'm gonna get to it today, but I really want to take this car for a drive. So let's go do it. Just probably take all these bolts out. Now now that bolt was missing, so I don't know if that's the proper one, but I got the one that looked closest to this one here. Probably just throw a couple extra washers on it, maybe it'll be fine. that out. Take these guys out. There's 3 here. Alright, Mitsubishi. Got enough bolts on this thing, don't you? Well, I guess it is pretty important that it be in there. Alright, just a moment of truth. Probably put some anti-seize on these. They're a bit dry. Remember, this oil pan is all rusty and stuff. I'm gonna go like clean it off a little bit, clean off some of this rust, and reshoot it with some engine enamel. Man, that's pretty bad actually. This took a pretty good hit right here. What the hell? It looks pretty good though. It's not all leaky and stuff. It's a good thing. Alright, so I'm going to do that because it's going to take time for it to dry first. Here, I'll get onto that. I'm just going to get this here wire brush tool and just take off as much rust as I can, then shoot it. So I went ahead and worked it with the wire wheel. Wow, a lot of paint came off. That paint was not on there very well. It's pretty corroded. So all I did was just take this guy and run it. It could be that this wire brush is pretty abrasive. I have ones that are less abrasive, but oh shit! Look at this. That's not good. Looks like it's ready to crack right here. It's surprising. Well, let's hope it doesn't crack. Maybe I'm gonna put some JB Weld over it first, just in case, right? Right now would be a good time to put JB Weld on it. Yeah. Hey, I'll just put JB Weld on it, and then I'll just spray over to JB Weld. Yeah, I think that would be a good idea to do. Wow, look at that. Surprise. Surprise, surprise. I knew it had a pretty good dent right here, but look at that. It looks like it's cracking. It's hard to tell from the camera, but you can tell it looks like it's going to crack. So, and this is at the bottom of the pan, so that's a no bueno. Good thing it wasn't cracked already, so that's what happens when your car's too low, see? So I'm gonna go put some JB Weld over this, run it on the top here and the bottom a little bit, and then hopefully that'll make it stronger. Anyway, it's one thing after another. Alright, so I couldn't find any JB Weld, so I've decided not to paint it right now. I think I'm gonna go put the Crossmember on, and if it goes on, then we're gonna go for a test ride, and the test ride will be to AutoZone to buy some JB Weld. I don't know what happened to it. I must have taken it home or something. But there you go. That's why you don't lower your car too much. Yeah, and that oil pan. Well, I guess the oil pan is, it's all pushed in now, so it's less likely to hit anything anymore. Like I'm surprised the downpipe doesn't have more damage to it. You know, there's like stuff here, everywhere. I mean, this is where you jack it up on, I guess. All right, well, let's put these Crossmember back on. I kind of got these first couple just in here. Unfortunately, it went all the way through, so this bolt is way too long, and this one, I don't know, this one is long for some reason. I don't know. This one doesn't need one that's that long. Probably only this half this size, you know. So I'm taking it out again. Alright. Okay. So I gotta go find a bolt that's like half this size. And maybe one that's fully threaded would be help. Because what's happening is it's going all through the threads. It's hitting the here, and it just goes there, and you can't tighten it anymore. It becomes loose. It just hangs there. So look at this thing here. This looks like it'll work. I wonder what I bought this for. Looks like I can use it. All right. Okay, so I'm finding out that these two. That other bolt is like this size. Nice 10 grade flanged bolt. Delicious. Nice and strong. Anyway, is a 14. Yeah, it's a 14. So I'm going to go with the 17. Hopefully this will do the trick. It's a 10.9 grade, so it's pretty beefy. Because these ones are 17, so I don't know. That other one will be a 14 still, but let's see if this goes in. Yeah, so it's nice and wide, so it doesn't really need a washer either, so that's good. Uh-oh. It's not wanting to go in. It's kind of weird. Hope I'm not cross-starting it or anything. It's weird. Let's put the other one in. It's okay, we can all cut this out in the video later. Okay, I don't know, for some reason that other one won't go in. It's not a very good bolt. So, alright, here we go. Just tighten these ones first. And we'll have to let the torquing begin. Alright, first we'll do these top ones here. I'll just do the 2 first. It's a little still really loose. It's not wanting to go in though. It's kind of weird. I can see a gap. Okay. So 55 foot-pounds. Oops. Okay, I'm going to switch it to the 14 here, and we'll go do those back ones. Alright, here we go. Will it hold it, or will it break? We'll find out. 55 foot-pounds is quite a bit of torque. But, I mean, it's a suspension part. I wish I had an extension on this, or a longer. I wish I'd used a longer thing on this. Oh, there we go. It holds. There we go. So I don't have to do any extra work. No Healy coil required. Just in case you're wondering what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to torque this other one. Okay. Okay, that's good. So yeah, the torque is anywhere from like 50 to like 60 foot-pounds, so I'm gonna go do this one more time. Moment of truth, will it break or not? Yep, it holds it just fine. No problem. Cool dealy. So, I fixed it. Yeah, yeah. Good job, sir. Now I just have to put in this last bolt here. And we're squared away. I don't know why it's not going in. Odd. Okay, maybe I should have I probably should have not torqued it. I should have put all of them in first. My bad. Well, I'll just take them out a little bit and retorque them. Alright, it's in there. That's what's that 2 torquings, not 1 but 2. So hopefully that will add more chassis rigidity to this. Maybe I'll go do the back ones again one more time after doing these ones. But yeah, it's in there. So remember, when you put this crossmember in, make sure you put all the bolts in first before you try to tighten them. Alright, HadesOmega. Success. Now let's take this bad boy for a ride.